Hello everyone. So this right here is just gonna be a shorter video of the one I just, did a little while ago, about, censorship and banned books. So if you look at it, this right here is the book I wrote, Emotion and Political Repression, The True Tale of Massachusetts Bohemian. Okay? I'm not someone that likes being filmed. I don't like someone that likes talking to a camera or anything like that. But what I will tell you is this. When I wrote this book, what ended up happening is I was arrested and I was told, get rid of the book, get rid of the lawsuits you filed, and everything will go away. I refused. So then, what happened after that? Because remember, this book is a journal. This book lays out exactly what happened. It takes their statements, their paperwork, their words, their names. People are mentioned in it, who don't want to be mentioned and who don't want what they did to actually come to light. So, but I wrote about it. I was arrested for writing about it. I was charged with a false crime because I wrote about it. And then you know what happens? I say, fuck it. So when you look at that, that's what happens when you write a book that they want to ban. This is a censored book. This is a banned book. Because for a couple of years, I was actually not even able to sell it. Because if I did, I was facing charges by someone mentioned in it, where I would have actually been charged with a crime for mentioning the person. That's how they censored it originally. After that ran out, they couldn't censor it like that anymore. So what they did is, when my business license, my hawker peddler permit, came up for renewal, what they did is they refused to renew it. Yes, they refused to renew my business license because when they asked me what I planned on selling, I actually told them I plan on selling the book I wrote, Exposing Corruption, which is raw motion and political repression. So when they denied my renewal for my business license because of that, I ended up running for mayor of Springfield. So when I ran for mayor of Springfield, that was kind of strange too, because what I did is every debate I went to, I actually stated, this is how corrupt the city of Springfield is. I have a firearm license, a Massachusetts Class A firearm license, but I'm not suitable enough to have my business license, my hawker peddler's permit, renewed. So when you look at it that way, what does that tell you? It tells you straight up that the pen is really mightier than the sword. The back of my book. So the back of my book, this is what it says. As I'd rather not go to prison with the use of arms against enemies so brazenly bold, I shall use a pen and ink to overcome their swords that gleam crimson, ever brighter, from wounds they so did inflict upon myself, so boldly so. Only time will tell if the saying is true. Is the pen really mightier than the sword? Well, is it? Because I'll tell you right now, they believe it is. And that's also why, when my firearm license came up for renewal, they made sure to have these false charges against me in order to have justification to take my gun license away. Because when I was running for office and saying, how am I suitable for a Class A firearm license but not a hawker peddler's renewal to sell the book I wrote, Exposing Corruption, that right there got them mad and that got them worried. Okay. This is what they do when people run for office that they don't want to succeed. I ran as a common sense Republican. So when you look at it, they don't like that in Massachusetts. In fact, when you run against people like Richie Neal, his people will destroy you. And I'm saying they destroyed me to the point where I wrote a book and stuff, and then they still came after me. But don't even just look at me as an example of this. Look at Alex Moore, the youngest mayor in Holyoke history, who's a Democrat, who also happens to be a homosexual. He's gay. Nothing wrong with that, We all love who we love. But look what Richie Neal's people did to him. They destroyed his political career in Holyoke. And they smeared him left and right. And he was a Democrat in Massachusetts. He was an openly homosexual individual in Massachusetts. And a member of a party who's supposed to fight for those rights. Yet, when it came to Alex Moore, they all turned their back on him. And now, he stayed quiet, like they told me to do. And what is he doing now? Last I knew, he was the town administrator in P-Town, up in Northampton, Provincetown. So I wonder if someone came up to him and told him, if you don't fight back, if you disappear, if you go away, if you don't push this, you'll be offered a job. Because I believe he's making more money in Provincetown as a town administrator than he was as mayor of Holyoke. So he landed on his feet because they helped him out politically. Strange. But anyways, so this is a shorter video, and that's what happens when you write books that they want to ban and censor. They find a way. If they can't ban and censor the book by going after the publisher or paying off a publisher, remember, I wrote my own book and published it myself. What do? They went after me instead to stop the book. Have a great day.